Dr. Ariane from the Movement Paradigm. Are you a person that sets a New Year's resolution every year but doesn't quite follow through with it? Or you know lots of people that set all kinds of goals, but by the end of the year you ask them if they've done them and they haven't. So whether you've been successful in the past or not, this is a new year and you absolutely can hack your brain through cognitive behavioral processes to really achieve success in your New Year's resolutions. So you can do this in 3 easy ways. Number 1 is SMART goals. Number 2 is going to be rewarding yourself and hacking the habit loop. And number 3 is consistency. Let's start by setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-oriented. You want to be really specific about your goal and map out how you're going to be able to do that. So if you're specific, for example, I want to learn steel mace next year. I've already been playing around with the steel mace, I know the basics, but next year I'm going to really dedicate some time towards getting better and more proficient at steel mace. So I have a really specific goal, and at the end of the year I want to certify in that. So a very specific goal. How can you measure your goal? So my measure is going to be when I complete the certification. If that doesn't happen this year, that's okay, but I'm gonna work towards that to make sure that that is my specific measurement. Action-oriented. How exactly are you going to do that? Whatever your goal is. So I'm working with a coach. I'm going to practice 2 to 3 days a week on steel mace. I've signed up for the certification so that each month I'll be working towards a specific goal. So how are you going to map out exactly how you are going to achieve your goal? If you don't do that, if you don't set yourself up for success in terms of if you want to lose weight, if you don't like to go grocery shopping, well, that's not gonna work. So you have to figure out how you can meal prep and do you know how to eat? Do you need to hire a professional to help guide you because you've been doing the same thing over and over again? Is it realistic? Is this something that is possible, or is it something that's so far-fetched, I'm gonna lose 40 pounds in a month? Clearly that is not gonna happen. I'm gonna go to the gym every day. That's not going to happen. You're gonna go to the gym 5 days a week. That's not going to happen. So really giving yourself time to adapt and work into a new habit as opposed to just going all in and then crashing come February. Lastly is time defined. So what are you measuring, and then when are you going to measure it? So what time frame are you going to be able to begin to work out 3 days a week? So by June or sooner, I'm going to work out 3 days a week. By February or sooner, I am going to eat 6 servings of vegetables a day. Take your time, go through this process, make sure your goals are strong, they're realistic, they're measurable, so that you can be successful. Number 2 is hacking that habit loop and essentially rewarding yourself. So when you are setting a new goal, this is really, really important. So you want to try to reward yourself immediately after you've done something. When you are trying to gain whatever kind of habit it is. So let's just say you are planning to exercise and you're gonna exercise more regularly. As soon as you finish exercising, you woke up in the morning just like you had planned, you wanna reward yourself immediately. Whether that's as simple as a hot shower, or that's a little piece of chocolate, or that is something that is rewarding to you. But you want to do it, research shows, immediately after the activity to help reinforce that process and help to reprogram. And last but definitely not least is consistency. I talk about this all the time, but especially with gaining new habits, you really have to be consistent. So even when it's hard, you have to just say, you know what, I'm gonna do it for whatever the activity might be. I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna do it for 5 minutes. You have to be consistent, and once you do, it becomes easier and easier and easier. But sometimes you have to break through a lot of barriers, a lot of subconscious behaviors that have been working against you for so long. So remember, your subconscious mind always likes what's easy. It follows the path of least resistance. So you have to really work hard to break out of that. As always, thank you so much for joining. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Movement Paradigm, and don't forget to hit that alert button to stay tuned for new weekly content on mindset, nutrition, and movement. If this was helpful, please make sure you give it a like, give a comment, share it with friends and family. We greatly appreciate your support. Happy New Year!